Today we are going to model a shoe using Blender, and we are going to use classic band slip-ons for this assignment. Just keep it something just simple and basic to get you used to modeling items such as shoes in Blender. All right, you need to find an image of a shoe where you see the top view and the side view for this assignment. At least those two viewpoints. If you find the front and the back, that's great. But right now, we're just going to worry about the top view and the side view. And if you could find the same shoe as what I have using right now, go ahead and do so. I took this shoe and I went to rotate it. And I rotated it so that it's pointing downward. I want it to be going downward for this assignment. And then that's the top view. And for the side view, we're going to have to go in and you're going to need to go to image. You're going to probably need to go and rotate it. So I'm going to go to rotate canvas 90 degrees clockwise. So I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. And now you want the shoe to be pointing in this direction from the side view and the top view. And we're going to go ahead and name that as the right or side view. Now you're going to go back and open up Blender. Once you open up Blender, you're going to need to delete the cube. Hit the X, delete the cube, and then you're going to type in, for the first one, start number 7. That's the top view. So hit on your number pad, number 7 for your top view. And we're going to go hit the letter N. So this will show up, and you're going to go down. After you hit the letter N, I'm going to show you. Hit the letter, click on the page. Hit the letter N, it goes away. Hit the letter N, it shows up, and you want to go down. I'm going to go ahead and minimize most of these because I don't need them. I'm worried about background image. So near the bottom, it's going to be the background image, and you need to check on the background image. Okay, and you're going to hit add image. Once you hit add image, this should come up, and then you are going to select. It's probably on all view, but you want it to be on top view. This is the top view. And you're going to open up the image. Open up the image that you saved for your top view. Bands, slip-ons, top, and open. And if it doesn't show up, you need to hit the number 5 on the keypad. See number 5, it goes away, and then it's come back. So number 5 will make it visible if you don't see it. So make sure you hit number 5 on the number pad. And now we are going to go to Shift and A. That's the Shift symbol and the letter A. And you're going to go down to, actually you're going to go to plane. So you're going to add a mesh plane. And you want that plane to be in the middle of the shoe. Hit the letter G. So I can move it and put it in the center of my shoe. Perfect. Then you hit the letter S. And you're going to hit the letter Y. And then we are going to make I'm sorry, hit the letter S. I'm going to do it again, S and Y. You shouldn't have this problem. You should maybe do it on the first try. There we go. And you want the shoe to be about the same. I'm going to hit the letter Z to get rid of the fill in. Then I'm going to hit the letter G to move it. And it's a little bit off, but that's good enough. Hit the letter S. And the letter X. X, not Z. Then you're going to widen it out to where it's about the same width as the shoe. Okay, it's close to about the same size of the shoe. That's what you want. And now we are going to go down to here and we're going to change it to edit mode. You can either come down here, change it to edit mode, or you can just hit the tab key on the keyboard and we'll put it in edit mode automatic. Now we have everything selected in edit mode. Here's the letter A to unselect everything in edit mode. And what we're going to do now, we're going to add some loop cuts. So you're going to go over here to loop cut and slide. Click on the loop cut and slide over here. On extrude, you have loop cut and slide. And you're going to add a loop cut going across just like this. Click on the page. Then you're going to move that cut and you want to put it right about here. You want that loop cut to be right about here on that shoe. Then you're going to do another loop cut above it. And then you're going to slide it down. Try to put it in between, right where the S and the N are touching. Then you're going to add some more loop cuts, and slides. Click up here, then you move it, put it near the top. And we're going to add some more loop cuts. Wasn't supposed to add that one, so I'm going to Control Z it, get rid of it. One more right near this point of the shoe. Then we're going to do some more at the bottom. Then we're going to add one more. And that should be enough. And now hit the letter A to deselect everything. And now I'm going to go in and select each one, right click on it. You can move the red arrow to drag it in, or you can do it arrow again. And then this time I'm going to also do the G. to grab it, and you do not want to move it all the way in on these outside, actually the top pieces, the top vertices and the bottom vertices. You don't want to have them touching the shoe, but all other parts you want them to have them touching the outline of the shoe. Hold the shift key, I can select more than one, then I can drag them both in. Probably should have moved this piece in first. And once you get the good outline of the shoe with the vertices going in and touching, basically on all parts except for the top pieces, not perfect. And now I'm going to the letter A to select everything. That's what you want to have. And now I'm going to do number 3. Once you add another image, you're going to have the no set. You're going to go down and select right and open up your image. And it's going to be the Vans Classic Slip-On right or slide side. I'm going to do the right. I'll put up that image. And now if this is not touching, you need to move it up until you are at the bottom of the shoe. A little bit off, but we can still work with this. It should be the right size. All right, now what you're going to do now is you're going to hit the letter E to extrude, and you're going to take it straight up, trying to get it the height of the shoe. I mean the sole of the shoe. I'm going to rotate it, see what I got. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and change it back to object mode to really see. Hit the letter Z so you can see the feel of it. Perfect. Go back to number 3. And this should be about the same width, but I think mine is a little off. I think I used the wrong photograph. But yours should be the same if you use the same photograph for both of them. It should be the same size. But I can go ahead and hit S. Next, I'm going to undo that control. And just move it in this direction. That's a little bit. And you need to go ahead and save your work. All right, after you save your shoe, and when you make that sole, we're going to now duplicate this. So you're going to go to click on the sole that we made, and you're going to duplicate it. Drag it down, put it under one underneath it. Go back to the one up top. And we are going to now go, if you're not in it, you need to be back in edit mode. I'm going to slightly turn it, hit the letter B for the box tool, B as in boy for the box tool, or B for box. And you want to go and make a selection around those top vertexes or vertices. And once you have that selected, you need to go back and click on number 3 for your side view. And let's go ahead and drag it up. Actually, we need to no, I'm sorry, not drag it up, but you need to hit the letter E. Then drag it up. The shoe, just like that. After you extrude it up a little bit, now we are going to shape the shoe by dragging up these points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly rotate it to where I can see the top. Of the shoe, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick 2 points at a time, one on this side and one on the opposite side, holding the shift key. Then go back and hit number 3. Take the arrow, drag it up, hit the grab, push it back. Hit the letter A to unselect. Then I'm going to do the click on this point and this point. And then go back to number 3. Each time I want to go up. Then I'm going to do the number A to unselect. Then click on the next 2 points that I want to take up. I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 as well, holding the shift. Number 3. Gonna unselect these 2. Back to number 3 again. Then I'm going to hit the letter A to unselect. And now I'm going to go ahead and move up all these back pieces at one time. Click on 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever ones you have on the back part of the shoe. Then go back to the side view. So hit number 3 on the number pad. And let's go ahead and drag all of this up to the lowest point. Hit the letter A. Now I'm going to start unselecting, and I'm going to hold the shift, and select these 4 points in the back. Back to number 3 for the side view. The grab tool. Then I'm going to hit the letter A, click on these 2 points, gotta hold my shift key, then back to number 3, just drag them up a little bit, do the grab, and we can go ahead while we're doing this. I'm going to come down here to the vector select, and I'm going to select face. Right now we on the vector select, we got the edge select, and then we're going to do the face select. So we should be on the face select. Then you are going to click on these faces. 1, hold the shift key, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to hit the letter X, and you want to delete the faces. You can see the inside of the shoe. You can go ahead and save your shoe at this point. You know you should be saving as you're working. Go back to my vector select, the vertex select. I said vector, it should be vertex. Then I'm going to do another loop cut going across. Try to give me at least 2 and hit A. Then I'm going to shift on these 2, select and shift these 2. Then I'm going to do the grab, move around. And again, go ahead and save your work. And we're going to continue adding more smoothness and details to the shoe in the next part.